to know where to go. देखो सुनो मत भूलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, we 100% करे नाटक. किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you? Even zero complaint level. मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. In the first verse, Vishwam Darpana Drishyamana Nagari, the teacher gave us a clear picture about our own experience, which we have never understood. We are experiencing everything inside, but we think it is outside. After that was told, then in the second word, the whole world which is seen outside has come from within. It is not created by anybody except us. Then in the third word, who is that who is experiencing and suffering, and who can experience and discover his essential nature? It was told by Tattvamasi Mahavakya instruction. Now we are in the fourth verse. Nana Chidra Ghatodara Sthitamaha Deepa Prabha Bhaswaram Jnanam Yasya Tu Chakshuradikarana Dvara Bahi Spandate Janamiti Tameva Bhantam Anubhati Etat Samastam Jagata Tasmai Shri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Shri Dakshinamoortaye. There is a pot, and in that pot there is one lamp, and for that pot, on the walls of the pot, there are many holes. So when we look at it from a distance, what is our understanding? There are many lights, but actually light is only one, not many. See? Now what is that pot? Our body. Gujarati, our body. So in that body, there is one light of consciousness. Then it comes out from many holes. Which are the holes? The 5 Jnanendriyas, 5 Karmendriyas, Pancha Prana, mind, intellect. These are the holes. So from this holy body, the one light comes out in the form of many. So Nana Chidra Ghato Darasita Mahadeepa Prabhavaswaram Jnanam Yasyatu Chakshuradi Karana Dvara Bahispandate. See? In the vision, there are no differences in colors. In the Granendriya nose, there are no differences as regards the smells are concerned. So, the differences in the knowledge come because of the different objects. So, from the manyness, we have to come to one. Many colors and forms, one vision. Many sounds, one hearing ability. many smells one knows. So, this one absolute conscious blissful existence expressing through these five sense organs, etc., then Bahispandate, it comes out as if. Then, like when electrical energy comes out of the bulb, it is light. Same electrical energy coming out of the heater, it is the heat. The same electrical energy coming out of the mic, it is the amplification. So differences are because of the conditioning. Only in electricity there is no light. Only in the bulb there is no light. When the unholy wedlock between the two happens, then the light comes. In Paramatma there is no samsar. In Prakriti there is no samsar. When they come together, that unholy child is called as mind. And then the mind starts creating problem in our life. So when electrical energy and bulb, they come together, then light comes. And in that light, all the differences are seen. Light is one. They are not many. In the same manner, one reality expressing through the body as life. So light and life. Now further, life is further disseminated as mind. Mind further disseminated as sense organs. Sense organ further disseminated as sense objects. Get this picture in your mind. See? So nana chidra ghato darasthita mahadipa prabhavaswaram jnanam yasya tu chakshuradi karana dvara bahispandate. Now, our eyes can see outside. They cannot see themselves. Try to see your eyes with your own eyes. Try. In one college, one girl told, yes, I can see. So show me how you, I will also try. She took out from her purse that small little mirror. Say, I can see. Said, hey, you are really a genius, I could never think about it. Then I said, put the kajal into that eye which you are seeing. What you are seeing is the reflection, not the eye. And therefore, till such time objectivity is given value, we will be running away from ourselves. So, if we want to taste our eyes, when we go to the doctor, he will make us sit and he will show some letters, alphabets. Can you read the lowest line? No. Upper? No. Third, the top line? No. You can't read? Okay. Make it big. Big, again big. Can you read? No. How come? I don't know English. The doctor was testing the eyes and he was referring to his educational qualification. See? So, Nana Chidra Ghatodara Sthita Mahadipa Prabhavaswaram. So, when we are reading those things, that time we are studying, want to know to what extent our reading ability is normal or not. So, the mind expressing through the five sense organs, five different objects. Thereafter, Janami iti tameva bhantam anubhati etat samastam jagat. Then Janami iti, I know. This is born. And it is here I told you a simple rule. Dekho suno mat bolo. The moment we see, hear and talk, then I is born. Janami iti. You must have seen there are some people, awakened people, when they sleep, their eyes, mouth, nose, everything is open. Some people sleep like that. Eyes are open. In front of their eyes, you show 2 plus 2 how much? No reply. But here, when the consciousness is expressing through the various faculties, thereafter, if a fun is born, and that is the knower, janami iti. I know. Janami iti. Etad bhati samastam jagat. So what we have to understand, one consciousness expressing through the body, going through the various sense organs, become 5 different faculties and come in contact with worldly objects, and then the knowledge takes place, and then somebody is the owner of that knowledge, and that owner of the knowledge is I. See? And thereafter, I know, I don't know, I will do, I will not do. Whole life is conducted by this I. Now see, as I told you, you are all my guru, your children are my guru, because I learned from you. You are already having sufficient problems of your life. And yet you find time for this. We are full-timers, and yet we complain. See? So, we have to learn. So what I learned from one child. He said that, Swamiji, I don't know who says this. So you are telling. He said, but I know that I don't know. Child. Then what? Then which I is I? The one who knows, or the one who knows that I know? So there are 2 I's. One I is limited only to the finite. This finite I we have to get rid of. So in somebody's house I was staying, and I was in my room, and all people have gone out. And somebody came, neighbor, that these are the things to be given here. Should I leave it? I said, leave it, no problem. So they left some vegetables and all that in a bag, and one bottle of oil. They had one Rakshasa, child, horrible fellow. He will create problems everywhere. So when they came back from whatever they have to come, he came straight to my room. I said, my God, aa gaya abhi. So I pretended I'm reading and looking at him. He first of all saw all vegetables, everything, he opened it, threw everywhere. Then that bottle, oil bottle. He opened it and slipped from his hand. It fell down, oil spilled everywhere. Immediately he shouted, Dadima, see what Kalpana has done. Kalpana was their maid servant. Dadima came. See, she has spilled in Swamiji's carpet. I was seeing that. So she called a maid servant, scolded. She said, I don't know it is here. And why will I spill like this? No. Do you think my Krishna is telling lies? Grandmothers are horrible. They destroy the children. Now that child is telling that I have not done it, and a girl who is working with you, you don't trust in her, you trust in that useless child. See? Now what we have to learn? Simple rule. Even the child knew, if I am not the doer, I am not punished. Somebody else has done, he should be punished. Isn't it the biggest lesson you can get in your life? Whenever we are disturbed and miserable, it is because of this I. So, janamiti, I know. Janamiti tameva bhantam anubhati eta samastam jagat. Now go further. This is a table, I know this. So what is the knowledge? In knowledge, there are 3 components. Known object, knowledge of the object, and a knower of the knowledge of the object. 3 things. Object is known, yes. Knowledge is known, yes. And I know, this I is also known. So the one who knows the complete Triputi, there are three aspects of knowledge. He, the ultimate. Janami iti tamiva bhanta anubhati eta samastam jagat. So what is the whole world? Whole world is only these three factors. The object of knowledge, the knowledge of the object, and the knower of the knowledge of the object. And all of them are at the level of the mind. And when the mind is closed, as in deep sleep, there is no object, there is no knowledge, there is no knower, there is only happiness. Janamiti tameva bhantam anubhati etat samastam jagat. So what should be our spiritual practice because of this? Be in this world, live everywhere what is required. Do not get involved to such an extent that we get disturbed or hurt. Limit yourself up to a particular limit. Thus far, not further. We have to ourselves learn this. Nobody can teach. And this we have to learn because when the youngsters have to tell something to the elders, don't think youngsters are happy telling that way. They also feel hurt. But the elders don't understand. Therefore, Janamiti tameva bhantam anubhati etas samastam jagat. Our game is over. World, worldly things, and I, somebody, have to be dropped. See? And how do we drop? We do not get involved with anybody, anything, in any issue unless asked. About this also, I told a very simple way. Mahamantra, who asked you? Many times we get involved, required or not required. Who asked you? So, Janamiti tameva bhantam anubhati etas samastam jagat. So this one we have to recognize. So what is the complete understanding of this fourth verse? There is but one reality expressing through this in the form of various faculties, and thereafter I know notion is born, and this I know notion, the I, the knowledge and the object, all three are illuminated by one reality. That one reality is Dakshinamoorti, our essential nature. Surrender to him means we disappear, he only remains. Therefore, jo thari rahe so mari rahe. Tasmai Sri Guru Murte Namaha. Now, this is also very important thing to know. You know so many mantras. One, a simple common mantra, Om Namah Shivaya. Then Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Here if you take Shivaya, Bhagavate, Vasudevaya, this is the fourth case, dative case. And it is used in a passive voice. It could be said, I salute Shiva. Aham Shivam Namami. In that, I still remains. Salutations to Shiva, I disappears. Because in active voice, the doer is important. In passive voice, the action is important. Here also, Tasmai Sri Guru Murte Namaha. Guru Murtaye, dative case. So, who is the Guru Murti? Bhagwan Dakshinamurti. Salutations to him, meaning we get out. It is so important, friends. We have to recognize this. In Delhi, it happened. There was one nice, good family, and she was in love with other boy, but the parents didn't want. Then the case came to me, and I found that boy is perfectly all right. So I said, get them married. I got married, everything fine. After a few years, maybe 1 year or so, mother-in-law, daughter-in-law started. So the parents, How they do wrong, I'm telling you. So they told, Beta, don't worry, you come back home. We'll take care of you. And then he called me. Swamiji, this is what is happening. And I told him, I said, you are dumb. Don't do that. She has to live there. Then I said, let her talk to me. So she spoke to me. Swamiji, what should I do? I said, I have got only one option. Think properly. Okay, what should I think? Your mother-in-law must be somewhere 45, 48, 47, like that, isn't it? Swamiji, you know everything. Why? She is 47. Very good. She will trouble you for another 2-3 years. It is not her fault. It is the hormonal balance that is getting upset. Number one. Number two, she has been ruling that family for last 20 years. To give up the ruling position is very difficult. That is why once minister, he always wants to be minister. Once a politician, he will never do anything else. See? For example about this, you know Shah Jahan, he was put in the jail by his son Aurangzeb. And when he was in the jail, not the jail like that, but in a secluded place, he asked his son, can you do one favor? What? Give me some children, I can teach them some Quran. I start a madrasa. And he gave. Then he was teaching. Now what we have to learn? A person who was ruling the country for so many years, if he is not allowed to rule, he will become mad. He wants to rule somebody. And therefore, children are given. Rule over them. Understand this human psyche. So I told that girl, I said, look here, she has been ruling that house for so many years. Suddenly, she will not give up. You have to only tolerate and make fool of her. How to make fool of her? Go on praising her. And tell, oh, my mother never taught me. You taught me, Mama, you are so nice. Make fool. And then see what happens. So she continued that way. Within 2, 3, 4 years, children born and all that. Both of them, husband and wife, working. So naturally, the children are taken care of by the mother-in-law. Then she wrote me, Swamiji, you are so perfect. Now I don't have to worry about my kids. She takes complete care. I am free. But that time, had she fought, what would have been the end? And why? Because her father told, don't worry, come home, we'll take care of you. No, that is not the right way. This is what we have to understand. Janami, who am I? Find out. Whether I am a mother, father, or I am a seeker of truth. See, my friends, don't get involved in anybody's life. Work on yourself. We are here for our spiritual evolution. Nothing else. Nana Chidra Ghatodhara Sthita Mahadeepa Prabhavaswaram Jnanam Yasya Tushakshuradikarana Dvara Bahispandate. Up to here, no samsara. Janami Titameva Bhantaman. Then I know the I is born. Samsara begins. One person told me, Swamiji, please don't mind if I say something. I say, I don't care. As you don't care what I say, why should I care what you say? You are in your lectures telling about the elders more than about the children or youngsters. You don't give too much emphasis on the youngsters. I said, I have got a different approach to life. Life has to be lived naturally. Good things, bad things, mistakes, recognition, improvement, everything is a part of the life. Life is not a straight line. Climb, fall, get up, cry, shout, fight, everything is a part of the life. Let us not make the children a bonsai. Don't do this, don't do this. No, no, no. Let them grow. See, friends. And when they get sufficient heat of the world, then they will come for satsang. And then their commitment will be meaningful. Otherwise, we'll be only focusing on the children and destroy ourselves. No. Tasmai Sri Guru Murtaye Namaidam Sri Dakshinamurtaye. Now, where are we lost? The fifth verse tells us. Deham pranam apindriyanyapi chalam buddhinja shunyam vidu. मर गए क्या? इट इज एज इफ मुझे ही खुजली है बोलने की, आपको इंटरेस्ट नहीं है. वेकअप. देहम प्राणमपीन्द्रियाण्यपि चलाम बुद्धिं च शून्यं विदुः स्त्रीबालान्धजडोपमास्त्वहमिति भ्रान्ता भृशं वादिनः मायाशक्तिविलासकल्पितमः व्यामोहसंहारिणे तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये. पूरा दक्षिणामूर्ति. What can I do? See? Deham 1, Prana 2, Indriyani 3, Chalam the mind, Buddhim the intellect, Shunyam absence of everything. These are the options people think about. Body, Prana, Indriya, sense organs, Chalam the mind, Buddhi also the intellect, and Shunyam absence of everything. Who thinks like this? Bhranta Bhrusham Vadina. They argue on this thing. And who are they? Bhranta, deluded to the core. Who are those? I am reading. Stri, Bala, child, Andha, blind, Jada, dumb or dull-witted. These are the people, Bhranta Bhrusham Vadinaha. They are deluded themselves and keep on arguing. About what? You are taking about body. Give a body identification. Can you talk to us without body? Argument. See, friends, if we are walking spiritual path, we have to give up our wrong notions. And wrong notions can be given in the right understanding. No spiritual seeker, teacher tells us, commit suicide. They tell us, live not as the body, but live through the body. And live through the body according to the position. So if you are a mother, live as a mother. If you are a mother-in-law, live as a mother-in-law. If you are a sister, live as a sister. Is the problem? See. But then we go beyond the limits of our area of operation. Don't go beyond. So they go on arguing that body, the reality, they are called a charvak. Charvak means charuvak. It is so nice. See, live happily. As long as the body is there, enjoy. We are here to enjoy, not suffer. Enjoy. Runam krutva ghrutam pibet. Borrow money and then declare bankruptcy and enjoy. Who cares? Prana. Then prana, the second type of people are, those are workaholics. They can't keep quiet. Spend some time to just be without becoming anything. Otherwise, all the time, goes on. And for that, we told you the technique. Don't talk to yourself. बोलती बंद कर दी. It's okay, we should not talk to others. But if I talk to myself, what is wrong? Learn. When we talk to ourselves, we are trying to solve the non-existing problems. Worry is an attempt to solve the non-existing problems. We only go on imagining. If you are going and if the door doesn't open, the lock we are trying to open, if it doesn't open, what we'll do? Should we call them back? And the lock opens. Why don't you keep cool? Watch this. The real spiritual practice is watch your own mind. There cannot be better fun than this thing. So prana, then indriyani, the third. Indriyani, the slavery to the sense organs. Without achar, how can you take food? See? When you take achar, you get good vichar. Many places I take achar, and the main reason of taking achar is to add taste to the food. So I say normally, but thank God they don't understand. हाँ साम अम्मा बस अचार से खाने में जान आ गई. Means what? It was dead. Mirin masala. In one house I was taking food. I asked that Amma, I said, Mama, there namak dena. बहुत कम है नमक. She gave. Swamiji, my husband never tells me anything, either salt is less or anything, and he just eats like that. I said, look here, I am a human being. I am not a buffalo. I like to enjoy every bite you take. See? So, Indriyani, we are the slaves of our sense organs. Friends, only one sense organ if we work on controlling, we have done a great favor to ourselves and we are on the right track of spirituality. Then one is only our tongue. Tongue is two in one. When used for talking, it is called as jivva. When used for tasting, it is called as rasana. In English, there is no differentiation. So, rasana and jivva, these two faculties. Rasana, too much of involvement about the food. Enjoy food, no doubt about it. But not the same thing again and again. No. Rasana. Then second thing, about the rasana, I'll tell you one example. In a Marwadi house it happened, in Gangtok, Sikkim. Me and my friend, we were sitting on the floor because there is another funny thing. Indian means sitting on the floor. I don't know where from they got it. So we were sitting on the floor and taking food. And in most of the Marwadi houses, the cooks are men, not ladies. Ladies don't cook at all. They don't do anything. So the food came, we sat together, and this my friend got so angry. Oh God. So that Panditji calls him Panditji and started giving bad words and threw the thali and went away. I was interested in eating, so I ate, enjoyed. Next day again, and no comment. What comment I had to give? That is his thali, that is his servant, what I should do. Next day we sat for food. Again he became angry, but he didn't throw the thali. He said, when you know such a good cooking, yesterday why you did not cook? Again fighting. Tongue. See. Therefore, one is rasana. Like many people ask me, Swamiji, you go to China, what about your food there? I don't go there for taking food. I go for satsang. But फिर भी, what is there? I said the cockroach pickles are very tasty. Very tasty. It is useless to talk to you. I said, don't talk. Whole life goes only on what food, nothing else. Then second aspect of the tongue is talking. See? When necessary, do talk. And before talking, ask a question to yourself. Is it necessary to talk? I guarantee you, my friends, in 90% cases, you will yourself reply, no need to talk. We keep on talking. Idea is, we want to participate and join the group. Just observe this. So, to control that, देखो सुनो मत बोलो. तो स्त्री बाल अंध जड़ा उपमा इति भ्रांता. We are all deluded. Vrishamvadinaha. They are all the time argument, logic. No. Go beyond logic. ऐसा क्यों है? ऐसा ही होता है. Over. Because what we want to prove by the logic, that I am right, you are wrong. That's it. And by that, what is going to happen? Nothing. Therefore, these are the places where we get lost. Either body identification, or too much of activity, or slavery to the sense organs, or the mind, chalam buddhi. So, the mind is the one which is the seat of likes and dislikes. What is the affluence or prosperity? Affluence and prosperity is all our likes and dislikes are respected and honored. I don't like that. I want that one. But it is not there. Then you get it. I will not eat otherwise. And then you get it. And then the useless child is happy. So, fulfilling the desires, likes and dislikes, right from childhood onwards, is a sign of so-called affluence, but this is destroying our own faculties. Therefore, if we want to conquer the mind, give yourself minimum choices. जो थारी रहा है सो मारी रहा है. Lesser the choice, more the happiness. But then we have that notion that unless we fulfill our desires, what is the use? And buddhi catches us in the trap of logic. Why? If these 5 principles, deha, prana, indriya, chalam, buddhi is intellect and disturbed intellect. Chalam is not steady. What is not steady is called mind, and what is steady is called as buddhi. Vidum shunyam chavid, and the shunyam, the last one is the shunyavadi, that there is nothing. You are there, why there is nothing. And such people keep on argument, bhranta, vrishamvad. Then where from it comes? Maya, Shakti, Vilasa, Kalpita, Maha, Vyamoha, Samharine. This is the Vilasa, expansion of the Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti is getting over influenced by the body identification, the activity, the indriya, the mind, the intellect, etc. This is the Maya Shakti. To get out of the Maya Shakti, we have to remember fulfillment of desire, exactly what we get. Fulfillment of desire is removal of the agitations of the mind. For this, we have to learn about mind. Mind has got 2 aspects. One aspect is perception. Something is perceived. If we stop there, samsara is not created. But perception is followed by projection. See, a boy sees so many girls, no problem. Then out of so many, one particular girl, he starts projecting. I have come to this Hanumanji temple and praying, and that very moment this bell rang, and when I saw there was a girl, is it a message from Hanumanji that she is meant for me? And then how come you have come here? No, I came to collect my kids from the school. Everything leveled. Now that girl has come, perception, projection. Maybe she is meant for me. She is not. Therefore, let our mind be like the mirror. Mirror perceives but doesn't project. And that we have to understand. Perception of the world is not a problem. When perception is followed by projection, then the samsara begins. And for that, what is projection? देखो सुनो बक बक करते रहो, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, no projection. Slowly and steadily, these deep understanding, when it goes in our system, then we get withdrawn without getting depression. Both in depression and dispassion, we get withdrawn. In depression, withdrawn is out of frustration. It is an unhealthy condition of the mind. In dispassion, we get withdrawn from the world, but it is a healthy condition of the mind. Depression is a disease and dispassion is vairagya, is a positive quality. So, Maya Shakti Vilasa Kalpita. So, this is only the Kalpita, imagination that we are imagining like this thing. So, Maha Vyamoha Samharine. To remove these all wrong notions, we have to go to the teacher. Upanishad says that Vijnanatham Guru Meva Vigachet Samit Panihi Shrotriyam Brahmanishtam. Go to the Guru. There are two types of Gurus. One fall in the category of the Acharya Parampara. We belong to Acharya Parampara. The second are the Siddha Lok or Siddha Marga Parampara. Like, example, Matsyendranath Nath Sampradaya, there is Siddha Marga. Matsyendranath had one disciple, Gorakhnath. Gorakhnath had one disciple, Gahaninath. Gahaninath has one disciple, Nivruttinath. Nivruttinath had one disciple, the Santa Gyaneshwar. Gyaneshwar did not have one disciple. For the majority, he gave the Upadesh, Hari Mukhe Mana Punyachi Ganana Kodakari. For the masses, Acharya Parampara is possible. In Siddha Marga, 1:1. 1:1. And then the method of instruction is different. Bhagwan Krishna created a situation for Arjun to understand and learn. He did not teach him. Bhagwan clearly tells, have you heard properly? Vimrusha etad asheshena. Now you analyze and you make the decision. See, in the Siddha Marga, situation is created and through that situation, the knowledge is transferred. But for that, everybody is not capable, not possible. And therefore, for us, it is this. We go to the satsanga. See, highest spiritual practice in life is satsanga. Whether you do something or not doesn't matter. Yesterday only somebody came to meet me. So they were talking. Now I know them for more than 30 years. Initially they were helping, coming and listening. Slowly got involved. Now children are grown up and all that. Again came. And I said, look here, I very clearly told you. Whether you do anything or not, don't miss satsanga in your life. Whether you go to temple or not doesn't matter. Whether you go to give donation or not doesn't matter. Whether you help a poor doesn't matter. What matters is satsanga. 2 hours a day, morning and evening. We have to be with ourselves. Sat Sangha. We have to be with ourselves. The world will be always like that. Don't waste your time in this world. See? So, Tasmai Sri Guru Murtaye Nama Idam Dakshinamurtaye. When we thus are committed to Satsanga, slowly, many wrong notions will be corrected. We are not taught. I come across so many people write and tell, How many you have changed your life? I said, I'm so sorry. No, no, not that way. Then, earlier I used to become miserable on every small issue. Earlier I used to be always angry. Earlier I used to have always issues everywhere. But now I'm slowly cooled down and I'm at peace. What I have done? Nothing. Nor did I bless him. Touch method? No. You change yourself. And therefore, this knowledge which Bhagavan Shankaracharya gives us is so important. We have to rise above the body, the prana, indriya, the mind and the intellect, and the shunya, the nihilvadis. After this is done, then we have to learn from our own experience. What is that? This is said in the 6th mantra. राहुग्रस्त दिवाकरेन्दु सदृशो माया समाच्छादनात् सन्मात्र करणोपसंहरणतो यो भूत् सुषुप्तः पुमान् प्रागस्वाप्समिति प्रबोध समये यप्रत्यभिज्ञायते तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये. Now be very attentive. This example I have given in our Vivek Chudamani talk. Again we try to understand. The question is, who goes to sleep? Don't demonstrate, okay? Who goes to sleep? The waker doesn't go to sleep because he is not in the sleep. The dreamer doesn't go to sleep, he is not in the sleep. The deep sleeper also does not go to sleep. Why? If he goes to sleep, who will say, I had a good sleep? He was awake. Now, second thing. Who wants to go to sleep? I want to go to sleep. So what this I will do? Who wants to go to sleep? He will start discarding all achievements, failures, friends, enemies, poverty, property, everything discard. Success, failure, everything. Come back home. After coming home, everything is discarded. Then in the bed, cover yourself. And then what is the last thing? Mantra? I want to sleep. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. So first of all, in Shavasana, sleep is not coming. I think I should turn. Then on the left side. I think I should. So the I who wants to sleep is struggling. Till such time I is there, sleep will not begin. In the I who wanted to sleep, when he also disappears, then sleep begins. Thereafter, when we make a statement, I had good sleep, but in between I had bad dreams sometimes, who makes this statement? So first of all, this statement is made only in the waking state. This statement is not made in the dream or in the deep sleep. Now in the waking state, who makes this statement? Can the waker make this statement? He cannot, because he was not in the deep sleep, nor was he in the dream. Who makes this statement? The statement is made by the one who was in the waking, but who never became a waker. Who was in the dream, but never became a dreamer. Who was in the deep sleep, but who was awake. Mattaha smruti jnanam apohanancha vedaisha sarvai ahameva vedyaha. I alone support the waking, the dream, the deep sleep and samadhi. Therefore, what is worthy of knowing is this I. This is the one which is mentioned in this verse. See? Now, he gives a beautiful example. Rahu grasta divakarendu sadrusho maya samachadana. You know the story of Rahu, Ketu, Surya Grahan, Chandra Grahan. When the what you call nectar was distributed, Rahu came in between, took it. Then Mohini Bhagavan was told he is the Asura, not the Sura, so his head was cut, and therefore this Rahu became angry on both of them, Surya and Chandra, sun and the moon, and therefore he is constantly running to bite and swallow them. This is the story. So when the Rahu swallows the sun, there is a eclipse. But because he has no body, he comes out. And because he has taken the Amrutam, therefore he doesn't die. This is the Puranic story. So, Rahu grasta divakarendu sadrushaha, like the Rahu swallows the sun. Similarly, Maya samachhadanat. See? Similarly, this Maya is swallowing the Paramatma that we are. What is that experience? San matra, only being, without becoming. See, san matra. When upakarana samharanataha, all faculties are withdrawn. All faculties. Jnanendriya is withdrawn, karmendriya is withdrawn, mind withdrawn, and I who wanted to do something, and I is also to be dropped. This is the process of going to sleep. So when we go to sleep, what happens? Like the Rahu eats the sun, during that period there is darkness, eclipse, but again the sun comes out and again the day starts. Exactly the same way. This Maya samachhadana, we are under the influence of the Maya, and then the whole I is slowly swallowed, and therefore in the deep sleep there is nobody. See? Therefore sleep is an experience where there is nobody. That is why it is rightly said, nobody is happy. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. See? So san matra, only being without becoming. Upakarana samharanataha. So all the faculties are withdrawn. Yo abhut sushupta puman. Then this person has gone to deep sleep. Thereafter, praga sapsamiti prabodha samaye ya pratyabhijnayate. Pratyabhijnayate means he recognizes. What he recognizes? Praga sapsam iti. I was sleeping. Who says I was sleeping? The deep sleeper cannot say. If he was sleeping, then who will know about it? Somebody has to know the sleep. So praga sapsamiti prabodha samaye. When he is awake, ya pratyabhijnayate. He who remembers. Pratyabhijna is remembering our own essential nature. Tasmai Sri Gurumurtaye Namaidam Sri Dakshinamoorti. Therefore, friends, it is all our experience. When we are out of a deep sleep, we don't want to immediately come out of the bed. For some time, we want to linger around. Technically, that is called as Vasanananda. Vasanananda means the lingering bliss of the deep sleep is still hanging around us. And therefore, for 5 minutes, don't disturb. I'll just get up. Okay. So what we are doing? There are no sense organs. There is no nothing. There are no objects, no nothing. Yet we are having the vasana means the lingering experience of the deep sleep. See? So, pragasvapsamiti prabodha samaye ya pratyabhijnayate. He who thus remembers that I was sleeping. So, who was sleeping? The one who is awake, the one who was having the dream, the one who was sleeping, but he was neither the waker, nor the dreamer, nor the deep sleeper. Ya pratyabhijnayate. Tasmai Shri Gurumurtaye Namaidam Sri Dakshinamurtaye. And being Sanmatra and knowing, they are not two. We cannot know without being, and we cannot be without knowing. I can be without knowing this object. I can be. I don't know what it is. But when it comes to ourselves, that experience where knowing and being merge together, and therefore, in this experience, knower is not born. This principle we are expressing again and again. Dhyatru dhyane parityajya dheyamevavashishyate. When the meditator, dhyatru, dhyana, meditation, parityajya, they are given up, what remains is the Paramatma. Action without a doer is God. Experience without the experiencer is divinity. How simple it is. Knowledge without the knower is the truth. This somebody is born in association with the various faculties that we hold on to as real. And therefore, all this base begins. So we have to be consciously aware of this. And for that, our sadhana cannot be simpler than our happy mantra mala. In one of my friend's house, that mother was telling, Swamiji, your mantra mala has spoiled my children. I said, never mind. I didn't ask why. Then she told. My daughter is about 7 or so. She has to go to school. So I'm waking her up. Come on, get ready, get ready. You're still sleeping. The bus is coming, bus will go, then you. And finally, I give her ultimatum. Now it is 8 o'clock, 8:15, the bus will come. If you will not be ready, you will not be able to go to class, school. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? All anger gone. With this principle only, we are surviving. One person asked me this question. How many you run around the world and talk, but people don't change? Don't you feel bad? I said, क्या फर्क पड़ता है? What I am talking, I am the first listener. If it doesn't influence me, do you think it will influence others? No. I am doing it for me, not for you. When we take food, are we obliging the food? Impact is on us. When I am talking, the impact must be on me, not on you. Otherwise, frustration. बच्चों के लिए इतना किया, now they don't listen to us. You have not done anything. Remember these basic principles. Parents need the children. Children don't need parents. When you people get married, for 3-4 years there is no child, then you start running from pillar to post. And you want a child, you get a child. So who needs whom? The parents need the children. But what arrogance comes. I have done so much for the children. You have created, you suffer. You will never be frustrated because of that if you have this understanding. Therefore, yes, you have children, enjoy, be happy with them, and don't expect anything from them. Zero expectation. Zero expectation is 100% guarantee of bliss. This is what is mentioned here. Raga sapsamiti prabodha samaye. The prabodha is this understanding. ya pratyabhidyayate. He who is able to make this statement, pratyabhidya is recognition. We have to recognize our correct identity as to who am I. So you start from the periphery and come to the center. Periphery, possessions, I have got so much, this house, that house, this property, that property. Then I have got so many relations, so many of them. All the periphery. I have got so many problems, so many of them. Again periphery. You slowly start coming back to yourself. Okay? And when you want to come back, the first thing is we have to devalue the world to which we have been holding on to. Then from there we come to our weaknesses about the worldly objects. We have to drop that. Then we have to free ourselves from the slavery of our sense organs that we give up. Then we come to the mind. We have to rise above personal likes and dislikes. ऐसा ही है, ठीक है, very good. And thereafter we come to the intellect. No argument, no logic. Why? The sky is too high. Net result, you are available to yourself 100%. That is called a pratyabhidya. Raga swapsamiti prabodha samay ya pratyabhidnyayate tasmai Sri Gurumurtaye namaidam Sri Dakshinamurtaye. We'll read the 7th mantra. बाल्यादिष्वपि जागृदादिषु तथा सर्वास्वस्थास्वपि व्यावृत्तास्वनुवर्तमानमहमित्यन्तः स्फुरन्तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजताम् यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्री गुरुमूर्तये नमः इदम् श्री दक्षिणामूर्तये. We'll see it in our next class. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.